everyone and welcome back to my channel, and for today's video, let's find out why foreigner don't want to introduce their family to his Filipino girlfriend. Let's find out. Okay guys, so I already chat some of my foreigner friend, asking them why they don't want to introduce their girlfriend to their family, and here's what I got.
Okay, so I asked Steve on my last interview, when is the right time to introduce your Filipino girlfriend to your family? And he
What
said,
is the right time to introduce your girlfriend to your family?
To my family,
Yeah.
they can meet my family at my funeral, but they can meet my friends anytime.
pretty obvious that he don't wanna introduce his girlfriend to his family. I think so. Also, the reason why they don't want to introduce their girlfriend, so just in case they're gonna break up, so the family will not gonna be affected, because sometimes they become very close to each other. So when they break up, it's also a heartache for the family. I just think so. Here's another one. I asked someone from the US, and then he said, I'm not sure, but my guess is that the girl might be much younger, so they are embarrassed how young and cute she is. I don't think you should be embarrassed how cute you are or how young you are, as long as you love each other. You don't care about your age or your appearance or whatever. So here's another one. This is one of my favorite. So that's why I understand that it's not just because they're not serious. It makes me think that there is like a big reason behind. Now I understand.
Okay, so this is from my friend, and he lives in UK. And then this is the questions why foreigners don't want to introduce their Filipina girlfriend to his family right away. And then he said, isn't the same everywhere and not just for the Philippines? And then, well, they do. It's the same for girls introducing their boyfriend to their family. Both women and men enjoy relationship. I guess everyone has some short-term relationship, but it's when those relationships turn into long-term relationship that you think about introducing them. So, sometimes you just are friends regardless of having a full relationship, and those people meet your parents just because you hung out together. Okay, another one. I guess distance can be an issue, but things like Skype make that easier. Yeah, that's true. Okay, and this is my favorite part of the story. Uh, this makes me think that it's not just because he's not serious about you. So maybe he has a very you know, big reason behind. Maybe he's not yet ready because his past experiences. Okay, so here, because I asked him if did he ever introduce your Filipina girlfriend to your family, and this is his answer. My previous girlfriend, yes. We was trying to get a visa to go to the UK, got passport, bank accounts, another trip to Thailand to give a history of together. She went to government lecture for a certificate of what can happen to Filipinas overseas. And then she had an affair with an American guy. Then lap emojis. Okay. And now I am so embarrassed to have introduced her to my family and for them to help get all the work done for her to visit the UK. Yeah, so maybe the reason why they don't want to introduce anyone again is just because they don't have a good experience with Filipina. So I kind of understand now that sometimes other people, maybe they're just learn from other people experience, they don't want that to happen to them also. So let's just call this like a lazy discussion with me. Because I'm just lying here in my bed. Okay, so another thing about it is that other people, or I mean other foreigner, they don't really have a big family, and especially with old guys, they don't have mother and father anymore, or maybe he's the only child, and can be he's not very close to his family, and another is they're not, they're not communicating very often. So how are you gonna ask him to introduce you to his family if they don't really talk to each other? So that can be a reason. And sometimes another reason is just because they're not yet sure about you. That can always be a reason. I stand to my reason. I stand to my reason. Yeah, because um especially I don't know, but I don't really want to introduce someone that I'm not really sure. Yeah, I actually introduced some of my boyfriend here, not all. But so maybe it's just really different with foreigners, but because for me, I always wanna introduce my boyfriend, or sometimes just suitor. I wanna introduce it to my mom. And even just, through Skype, through Messenger, yeah, and if I'm talking to someone, my mom know about it. Like, who are you talking with? I was like, oh, this is my friend, and I'm very open with my mom. So maybe that's the reason why a Filipino always want to meet your family, because he gonna introduce you also. And I actually have another friend, and then he said he don't want to introduce anyone yet to his mom because his mom is sick, and he don't want to add another stress. So that's the reason why. Actually, guys, there is so many ways to introduce your Filipina girlfriend or your special someone to your family. I actually experienced that. During our first date, that is my first foreigner boyfriend. I met his family in Manila, and that is actually our first date because he needs to pick up his mom and sister at the airport. So I had a chance to meet his family, but we're not that super duper official that time because that is our first date, and I actually bring my friend with me. So yeah, so when we become more closer, so I already know his family. And then, let's go. What is the right time to introduce your girlfriend to your family?
Oh my goodness. That's a hard question for me.
You don't want to introduce anyone to your family?
Because I don't see too much. I don't see that much of my family myself. I've got to be honest. Um, I think if she said to me, "Oh, I want to see your mother," I'd be like, "Well, yeah, okay, I'll drive over then." I wouldn't have a problem.
Upon
I wouldn't
request.
be rushing.
So it's upon request. Okay.
Because I'm doing a vlog.
Ah, what's the question?
Oh, why do you think foreigners don't want to introduce their family to their girlfriend?
Well, there could be many reasons, but there. Yeah, you have the impression that all foreigners are like that.
For you, what is your reason?
No, I never said that. No, it's just that the concept is strange to me, or it's you know, it's never really been something. It's never been something that I've been. Yeah, it's never really been on my mind or radar.
Does it mean that if you're not interested of introducing your family to your girlfriend, does it mean that you're not serious with her?
No, it doesn't mean that.
But why?
It just means that that me and the girl is like kind of a separate word, if that makes any sense.
What?
It kind of means that it's like a separate world or something.
Separate world. What do you mean?
Mm. Might sound strange to others though, but for some people it's like that.
So it's for you, it's just normal. I mean, did you ever plan to introduce someone to your family?
No, never really planned to, or never got really close to.
What about now? Do you have plans to introduce your girlfriend to your mom?
Yes, I don't want temple.
You're just so lucky if you had a chance to meet their family, and because he's also serious about you. Or it can be that they're not really their family. They're just, friends, but then, they just want to pretend like a brother. So you're gonna stop asking your boyfriend to introduce you to his family. I'm just kidding. Oh my god, here I am again.
So, if there is any guy who is watching my video right now, can you please tell me why you don't want to introduce your girlfriend to your family? So, just comment down below.
And that's it. So thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.